Hello everyone. I guess I want to let you guys know that I feel motivated. And I'm typically very motivated. Don't get me wrong. But watching that theory by Ohara has me even more motivated. Now, I've been seeing some detractors of the theory, and the thing is, everyone is open to their own opinion. Nobody's telling you what to think or how to think. This made me think about the One Piece community and theories overall, especially that new booming theory by Ohara, not the library of, but Ohara the Fox, because I know those two get confused a lot. But I think this is a welcomed shift, and it's given me new perspective on the community. It's also given me new perspective on the subscribe button. So subscribe to the channel for more content like this, drop a like as well. No, but seriously, I would greatly appreciate it. What I've realized after watching this theory, obviously, the One Piece world is vast. We knew that. The web of ideas, they're limitless. That's why the One Piece community, in my opinion, is the best, bar none. But we have to understand the point of a theory and why this theory made the waves that it did. People talked about my reaction, saying that I was watching as if I wanted to click off or if I didn't believe it, which couldn't be further from the truth. But I wanted to explain to you guys the purpose of that theory and why it's so popular, why it's being received by the community the way it is, and why it's already the greatest theory of all time in the One Piece community, bar none. Like, no theory has come close to the reaction it's garnered, the views, the likes, just the attention it's gotten. And I think there are a few factors for that. Again, shout out to Ohara the Fox. His channel will be in the description box down below. Shout out to Yuderon as well, because his ideas contributed to the theory. His channel will be in the description box down below. But the beauty of the One Piece community is what we don't know. Speculative information. Yes, explanations, analysis, and discussions have been the backbone for a while, and if you want to throw in power scaling. But a lot of what we don't know drives the community. That's part of the reason why power scaling is so popular, because a lot of the characters, we have no idea how strong they are. So it leads to a lot of speculative information where it drives conversation for hours, and because there's no really definitive proof, it could go on for hours. For theories and discussions, Oda plays with that a lot. Oda leaves hints, tips in the cover stories and the SBSs, even in the actual story. So we're constantly reading and trying to connect the dots. And even before this theory, there were times where people felt like things were definitely going to happen based on a cover art or based on a volume cover. You guys can't forget when people thought Zoro was going to die, right? Cover with the skull and the crossbones. Obviously it didn't come true, but things like this have happened before. I remember when I made a theory, and watching Ohara's and Yuderon's theory, it made me think of it. And I'll put this theory in the description box down below. Listening to it and watching it now, I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad in regards to the information we know. But back then, people really enjoyed it for a couple of reasons. One, a lot of research went into it. So for a good theory, you want to feel like the person who's making the theory did their research and they were connecting dots that could be connected. I think the backbone of a bad theory is reaching, right? Where you're reaching and trying to connect things where it's really no connection, no correlation, no causation, and you're just bouncing things off the wall, trying to make it make sense. Another thing is making you think. Yes, for Ohara's theory, I think there are a lot of things there that you look at and you're like, that's a spoiler. There's no way that's not true. When you talk about Jaya, when you talk about the skull, when you talk about the ancient kingdom. And I even mentioned in the video when it got to the numbers, that's when it was like a bit iffy, because connecting everything through the numbers and, you know, the D, that could be a bit weird, but there's several things in that theory that makes you think. And for a theory, even if the conclusion is not something that you believe in, it's making you think. It's making you question the legitimacy of what you're reading, what you're watching. And that theory, I think, did that more than any theory has done. And also, the presentation of it was fantastic. Ohara did an amazing job of building the anticipation, keeping you engaged throughout. And I think that's the backbone of why the theory is the greatest of all time and why it's been received the way that it is. Now, I've been seeing some detractors where people are talking about, well, the Shandorians, they fought against people that were coming for the poneglyphs. The people of Jaya, they don't speak the ancient language, etc., where you can poke a hole in any theory. And for this theory, it's true. But more than any theory before, it encapsulates One Piece. It captures the essence of why we love it. The lore, the speculation, the discovery, and the history, right? The history of One Piece is something that's shrouded in mystery. So when you dive this deep into something that we have no idea about, into things that we've speculated, but you wrapped it up in a neat bow where you have to question everything you've read up to this point, it's amazing. Also, with theories like this, it sparks something. It sparks something within not only the content creators, but also the viewers, where now you're adding to this theory. This theory has opened up your eyes to new possibilities, where instead of coming up with an entire thing by yourself, you're like, okay, that's the foundation, but what about this? And I saw some amazing ones in the comment section reacting to the video. And I'm gonna highlight some right now because a lot of times, the theorists, the YouTubers, even the people on Reddit, back then Ohara Jackson, even Twitter, the more popular accounts on Twitter, they get a lot of attention and they're viewed as the backbone of the community. But this community would not be the community without the viewers, without the interest from the viewers. The average viewer that loves One Piece doesn't make content but enjoys the lore, enjoys the discussion, enjoys the theories, to an extent enjoys the power scaling. Those people, the viewers, the subscribers, I think you guys more than anything contribute to things like this being a moment in the community. Again, I've never seen a reaction to a theory like this ever. We've seen theories get 1 million views before, but not in this manner, where overwhelmingly it's a positive reaction, and more often than not, people are saying, this is the facts. These are the facts. This is true, and no one can convince me that it isn't. So there are going to be people that you talk to that will try to dissect this theory and try to tell you this isn't that great. But have you ever watched a movie and you were intrigued throughout, and then even at the end, you didn't necessarily agree with the ending, but you're like, man, that was a damn good movie. It kept me entertained. It was mysterious. The ending was whatever, but I enjoyed that movie. Sometimes a theory is just that. It's enjoyable. It's making you think, and it doesn't have to be true. It's accomplishing its goal by just making you think, and I think this theory did exactly that. And I just want to highlight some of the viewers that has added on to this theory and brought forth, based on that theory, some great ideas that I think would be cool if this theory is true. So first I want to highlight King J. King J in the comment section said, Brago, the Going Merry's dream was to take the Straw Hats to the end of their journey. Even death wouldn't kill a dream. When she came to rescue them, she asked Luffy to look down. This was great. When I initially read it, I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? Because it made so much damn sense. However, we know when the Merry got there, the Merry was saying to look down because the Merry was actually there. But the interesting thing here is that the dream of the Merry was indeed to take the Straw Hats to the end of their journey. How amazing would it be that the Merry, the final destination of the Merry with the Straw Hats, was the final destination of their journey all along? Again, it is a crazy thing to think, but it's such an amazing idea that derives from this theory by Ohara. So that's the beauty of this, right? Aside from the theory, it has everyone thinking. It's generating more interest than ever before. I'm seeing theorists get back in their bags, starting to speculate, and they haven't done that in a while, i.e. Joy Boy theories. After Joy Boy watched that video on Twitter, he was going crazy, going down the rabbit hole. And even Grand Line Review made a statement, and I couldn't agree more with what he said. Grand Line Review said, this one video has completely shattered any belief I may have held that the One Piece fan base has a solid cap on YouTube. This fan base is so much bigger than any of us realize, and great job at Ohara the Fox for sparking a new golden age of One Piece on the platform. So what this means is, for a lot of us YouTubers, you feel like there's a certain limit or a certain level where you can get to in regards to One Piece, because, you know, One Piece in the West is not as popular as it is in Japan. However, with Ohara's video, it's on TikTok, it's on Instagram, it's obviously on Twitter, and it's on YouTube. It's generated some interest that we haven't seen in a while. And so it shows us, YouTubers, viewers, subscribers, just how vast the One Piece community is and just how One Piece can bring us together. Again, in the comment section of the original video, I'm seeing different languages, I'm seeing people translating. The basis of this actual video is Ohara bringing the Japanese translations from Yuderon and presenting it to us. That added to the theory, and that shows just how One Piece transcends different languages. It made me think of our tour from the library of Ohara when we all came together and we made that video saying thank you Oda. Different languages, different cultures, different people, different skin color, it did not matter. What connected everyone was the fact that we all loved One Piece. So this theory has given a jolt of electricity to everyone in the community, and not just creators, even the viewers. You guys are more active than ever before. You're thinking more than ever before. And that is so exciting. I really can't explain how much to you guys. Not Final Till Vinyl says, there's another neat little parallel here. Nolan's ship had a moon on the back, yet he found the sun section of the island. Luffy has the sunny as his ship and would then be looking for the moon counterpart. Beautiful things to connect based on just the sun and the moon, how integral it was to this entire thing. It honestly keeps going. Mr. Cheeseburger had a very interesting question, but how did that hole get on Enies Lobby? I heard a lot of people talking about that actually. And he starts to speculate that Zunisha's crime was that he ripped the eye from Shandora and took it far away and stomped the shit out of the ocean floor to make a hole and threw the castle down there. The current Uranus was controlling him, and even though Zunisha was being controlled, he was found guilty and sentenced to walk the oceans. That's my theory. Elephants have round feet. Crazy ass theory, right? I don't believe anything this guy just said, but it's interesting. And now I'm thinking about it, and I'm probably gonna explore it. Again, some theories do get out of hand, but I love the premise. I love how we're coming together, and that's the basis of everything, man. It's so damn good. It's so damn fun. And I think we all can agree, this is what we love. Right? But yeah, guys, I'm done fawning over this. You guys give me your thoughts. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like this is good for the community? Do you think theories like this, they have no place in the community? Because if you do, I'm probably gonna block you. But anyway, guys, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, but also subscribe to Ohara and subscribe to Yuderon. Follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at BragoD.ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate all you guys so much. Guys, be sure to like and subscribe again, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I start doubting me, I felt lost.